Today you're going to have some inspiration for some beautiful watercolor bookmarks. There's 2 pieces of watercolor in your kit, but each piece has another side to it, so it's basically 4 bookmarks you could make. This idea, I did a water wash and then I blended in blues and greens and yellow, and then I wrote over it with a waterproof ink pen. And this one is a salt texture technique, and I added, when it was wet, I added the salt, and then when it dried off, I rubbed it off completely, so it has a funny texture to it. This one uses all the colors in the little watercolor palette, except for purple, which as you noticed is not included. If you combine the red and the blue, it's a little challenging, but you can get a purple. For some reason it comes out a little murky. And this bookmark, I went and I painted a bunch of circles on, and then I'm going to mist it very heavily all over with water, and then hopefully the colors will bleed together, and after it dries I'll untape it, which is another great thing to use when you are using watercolor paper. You're going to want to tape it down with tape, otherwise the paper curls a lot, and you might notice that in this technique. This one is a splatter technique, and you just make sure that the paint is very wet, and you dip the brush in, and then you tap it with your finger, and you'll get a splattered effect. And I'm going to show you can make your own stencil, and it was a very long, tedious technique, so I'm not sure I recommend it, but also if you can find another paintbrush, then I highly recommend that. And here's a heart stencil I created. This one really takes a long time if you focus on one color and you want to make it really heavy with the splatter technique. Any other technique would probably work out a lot better than the splatter technique. And then you'll see what this looks like. Messy. My Bloody Valentine. So I'm not sure I would highly recommend red with the splatter technique, but it's up to you. This is a stippling effect, just short brush strokes. I decided after I had created this one to try to get the colors to blend again with the misting water pump, and then I'll show you the end result.